10 minutes. That is all Toyota says you will need to stop, plug in, sip coffee, and drive away with the kind of range that used to sound impossible. For years, critics mocked Toyota as the EV laggard, a giant hiding behind hybrids while Tesla and China raced ahead. But Toyota insists it was not late. It was patient. Now, it is betting on solid-state batteries to leap past today's lithium-ion tech with faster charging, longer range, and a battery life measured in decades. Let us test the promise and the clock. If it works, EVs change overnight. If it slips again, trust breaks fast. A 10-minute stop in 2028. Toyota likes to paint a very specific picture. It is 2028. You roll into a charging station built for the next era of electric driving. Maybe it sits near Toyota's Woven City test site. You plug in, walk inside, and before your drink cools down, your car is ready. Not ready to limp home, but ready for a real trip. Toyota's message is blunt. 10 minutes of fast charging, then more than 600 miles of driving. That story matters because the two biggest pain points for many drivers are still range anxiety and time. Most modern EVs can road trip, but only if you plan your stops and accept longer breaks. Toyota is trying to remove the mental math. It wants charging to feel like fueling, and it is also trying to remove the fear that your expensive battery will fade fast. Toyota executives have talked about packs that keep their strength for decades, not just a warranty period. But there is a second layer here. In the public mind, Toyota became the hybrid company, and, some people read that as hesitation. Toyota wants the world to see a different story, not hesitation, but timing. If it lands this leap, it does not just catch up, it jumps ahead, at least for a moment. And in the EV market, that moment can decide which brands people trust for the next 10 years. Solid versus liquid. The simple swap. Solid-state batteries sound like a buzzword, but the core idea is almost laughably simple. Swap the liquid electrolyte for a solid one. In a normal lithium-ion battery, the electrolyte is the medium that lets lithium ions move between the two electrodes as you charge and discharge. It works, but it brings baggage. The liquid can be flammable, it can degrade, it can also limit how tightly you can pack energy into a small space. In a solid-state design, that highway for ions becomes a solid material. Toyota has focused heavily on sulfide-based solid electrolytes because they can be softer and more adhesive than brittle ceramics, which helps in manufacturing. If that solid layer can do its job, it becomes both a conductor and a separator. That opens the door to using a lithium metal anode, which is one of the biggest reasons the energy density can jump. More density means you can carry more energy without making the pack bigger or heavier. This is why solid state has been treated like the holy grail for so long. Faster ion movement can support faster charging, higher density can support a longer range, and removing a flammable liquid can reduce the risk of fire in a crash or a defect. On paper, it is a win on every front. The catch is that batteries do not live on paper. They live on potholes, heat waves, freezing nights, and years of hard charging. Japan's backing, and Toyota's partners. Toyota is not trying to pull this off alone, and that is a big clue that the company is thinking about factories, not just lab demos. Japan's Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry has certified Toyota's next-generation battery development and production plan under a policy tied to the Economic Security Promotion Act. In plain terms, Japan wants a stronger domestic battery supply chain and it is willing to support it. Two partnerships sit at the center of Toyota's solid-state story. First is Sumitomo Metal Mining, which is working with Toyota on cathode materials designed to resist degradation over repeated charge and discharge cycles. Sumitomo has said it aims for mass production of these materials around Japan's fiscal year 2028, with Toyota as a priority customer. The second is Idemitsu Kosan, an energy company that teamed with Toyota to develop mass production methods for solid electrolytes and to build a real supply chain. Idemitsu has also announced plans to build capacity for lithium sulfide, a key ingredient for sulfide solid electrolytes. Put those together and, well, you see the plan. Lock down the hard parts of the bill of materials before the first high-profile launch. It is also a national strategy. China and South Korea have dominated much of the battery world. Japan wants back in, and Toyota is the spear tip. The performance claims explained. Now for the numbers that make people raise an eyebrow. Toyota has talked about ranges around 1,000 kilometers, about 621 miles, and charging from 10% to 80% in roughly 10 minutes for its first all-solid-state EVs. During charging, lithium can form needle-like structures that push into the electrolyte. if a dendrite reaches the other side, it can short-circuit the cell. That can lead to sudden failure, overheating, and in worst cases, a fire. Solid electrolytes were supposed to block dendrites. But in real cells, stresses and imperfect contact can still let them form. So, Toyota and Idemitsu have said their breakthrough is a solid electrolyte that is flexible, adhesive, and resistant to cracking. Now, that might sound like marketing, but it actually points to a real material science challenge. You need the electrolyte to stay in intimate contact with the electrodes cycle after cycle without gaps opening up. Even if you solve that, you still face manufacturing. You need high yield, low cost, and consistent quality at a massive scale. A battery that works in a lab pouch cell is not the same as a battery you can stamp out by the millions. This is why, every deadline slip matters. The hard part is not making one impressive cell. The hard part is making 1 million of them safely, cheaply, and the same. The roadmap, rivals, and the deadline question. Toyota's solid-state plan sits on top of a broader battery roadmap. Before the full solid-state leap, Toyota has described a sequence of next-generation packs, including cost-focused lithium iron phosphate options and higher performance chemistries meant to raise range and cut cost in the mid to late 2020s. The logic is simple: build supply chains, learn manufacturing lessons, and grow EV volume while solid-state matures. Meanwhile, the race is tightening. Mercedes-Benz has shown real-world testing with solid-state prototypes and has spoken publicly about long-range runs. Nissan says it has a pilot line and targets the late 2020s. Honda is also pushing its own path. In China, companies and automakers talk aggressively about solid-state and semi-solid-state cells, and battery giants have pointed to the same general window with wider mass production closer to 2030. Ultimately, this is, a high-stakes narrative of redemption versus repetition. Toyota is leveraging its legacy of patience and systemic manufacturing mastery against a market that, honestly, values speed and software-first innovation. A successful launch would do more than just sell cars. It would dramatically reset customer expectations for what an electric vehicle can be, shifting the conversation from compromise to convenience. It would validate Toyota's long-game strategy and could, in fact, reposition Japan at the center of the automotive future. So, here is the takeaway. Solid-state batteries are not magic, and Toyota's history of shifting deadlines gives skeptics plenty of ammo, but really, the pieces are finally lining up. Government support in Japan, a cathode push with Sumitomo Metal Mining, and a solid electrolyte supply chain with Idemitsu. If Toyota hits 2027 to 2028, you may see EVs that charge in minutes drive farther, and, honestly, worry less about fires and aging packs. If it misses, rivals will gladly take the crown. Either way, the next few years will decide who wins. Watch pilot lines, early cars, and real-world test results.